So I've been really excited to make this video, and if you guys don't know what video I'm talking about, the current video that you're watching right now is my day one Bleach Rebirth of Souls character roster predictions. Now, as far as we know, Ichigo, Ryukia, Renji, Ishida, Yoruichi, Sato, Yudohara, Orihime, Byakuya, and White Ichigo, quote unquote White Ichigo, are the playable characters or seem like they're playable characters. So that's 10 characters right there. So that's a pretty strong roster. Now for my predictions here, I only did 10 because I don't know how many characters we're gonna start off with. I don't expect them to start off with a big, huge roster. So I think 20 to 25, maybe I think 25 is pushing it, so I'm gonna go with 20. This was really tough because Bleach has a lot of characters. From the first arc all the way into the Rancor arc, it is really hard to choose. So if you got your own list, name your 10 in the comment section down below, because this was really hard for me. It took me a couple of days to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. I scrapped a couple of lists. I scrapped so many lists. So without further ado, this shouldn't be long. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So with my first character prediction, I went with Kenpachi. This is literally a no-brainer. Literally, when Ichigo stepped foot in the Soul Society, the first person to pull up on him when he was going to say Ryukia was Kenpachi. Interesting fight, but Kenpachi is a no-brainer. I would really love him to take up a character slot. I think everybody here can agree that Kenpachi should be in day one. For my second one, come on guys, another no-brainer. Aizen. Do we really need to talk about anything? You know, Aizen is literally a no-brainer. It's literally a no-brainer. So yes, Aizen number 2. I'm pretty sure everybody here can agree that Aizen should be 2. If you don't agree, you have a problem. With number 3, this is where it starts getting difficult. I went with Grimmjow. Now, when it comes to the Espada, I'm going to go ahead and spoil it for you. Grimmjow is the only Espada on my list. It was really hard to kind of determine who will be in first, and I really thought about it. When you think about hype factor, now Grimmjow is one of the most hyped characters, one of the, not the most, but one of the most hyped characters in Bleach. Really loved. Made it in Jump Force. That's a big thing. Even though, you know, a lot of you guys don't like Jump Force, but Jump Force was a big game once upon a time, and Grimmjow being in the game made everybody hype. Your Kyoto, in my honest opinion, would be better as DLC. His character, in my honest opinion, again, is superior to Grimmjow. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I still don't understand how he shouldn't have died. And he, in my honest opinion, again, he was probably the best Espada. Maybe solid too, because Baragon was like that. Your Kyoto, I feel like he should be DLC. So I'm sorry guys, Grimmjow is the only Espada in here, and I feel like day one, Grimmjow should be in. I think some of us can agree. With number 4, another no-brainer, Toshiro. If he's not on base roster, that's a problem. Toshiro, another fan favorite, because we call him Drip Toshiro around here. I don't know what you guys call him around there, but around here we call him Drip Toshiro. And Toshiro is another no-brainer. Of course, he won't have, I'm not going to spoil it for people who haven't seen the 1,000 Year Blowout arc, but he won't have certain transformations. With number 5, Shinji. The more I think about it, the more I think Shinji is a no-brainer. Think about it. If we have Hollow Mask Ichigo, and you know what, let's rewind it back a little bit more, because when it comes to the Hollow Mask, the Bankai transformations, people are thinking we're getting variants, and it's possible. It is possible. But if we go back to the gameplay, I went back and looked at some things here. So there is a section of the gameplay. Shout out to Gamatsu for this one. It says reverse fate and awaken your power. I think we went over this before. The more desperate the situation, the more powerful you become. Overturn the tide of battle and unlock new forms and new blades in a heat of battle to bring victory from the edge of defeat. So what I'm trying to say here is Shinji is 100% going to be in here. I think that his awakening is going to be, of course, his Hollow Mask, because remember, blades change. So also his Bankai will be a part of his character. I feel like when it comes to variants in this game, variants like I don't think it's going to be like Storm, where it was like a Sage mode Naruto, you know, Sage the 6-pass Naruto, then Kuruma Link mode. I think with Ichigo, seeing that if you're dying, you have a chance to get your little ass pull out. You see what I'm saying? You know, I'm pretty sure you guys heard of that term, ass pulls. So I feel like this is an ass pull game. Let's get back on topic here. I'm all over the place. Seeing that we have Hollow Mask Ichigo kind of hints that Shinji is possibly in the game, because, you know, Ichigo didn't learn to actually master the Hollow Mask until he met Shinji. So Shinji, I feel like the more I think about it, is a no-brainer. So yes, Shinji is going to be in the game. I'm calling it. Shinji is going to be in the game. I'm going to speak it into existence. But number 6, I went Soifeng. This is where it gets tricky. You got to think about all the Go 213. You got to think there's hella captains, there's hella Soul Reapers, there's hella Rancor. There's so many characters that you could go. I just went Soifon because from substitute Soul Reaper to a Rancor, I seen Soifon a good bit. Soifon and Toshiro were the main two captains that I seen a lot of, because Soifon fought Yoruichi when Ichigo and the crew came back to save Ryukyu. So we seen a little bit of what Soifon could do, and then we seen Soifon again against Baragon, and you know, she put out her Bankai. Then you have Toshiro. We seen Toshiro a couple of times. We seen Toshiro a lot of times, and then we seen Toshiro fight Alibel. So I think those two captains right there have a massive chance of making it. So I'm just gonna go with Soifon here. So with number 7, this one was more for me. This is my personal favorite here. I hate that he holds back, but I went with Ikkaku. Ikkaku could be a very interesting character here, because remember, let's go back to what I said. This game is based off ass pulls, right? Ikkaku. Imagine you're using him, right? You're getting beat up, and then your awakening ability, you know, happens to just be there. You awaken. It's not just any normal awakening. And we're talking about, imagine using his Bankai. Ikkaku, he's a lot. So yes, we're gonna go with Ikkaku. We're here. With number 8, I went Matsumoto. I used her as a fill-in. Let's just say that. I used her as a fill-in. I thought about all the times we've seen her leading up to her Rancor. I've seen her a lot throughout the story. A lot. She had a lot of screen time. And her ability, her Shikai is pretty dope. It's pretty dope. What is it? Was it Ash or something like that? Oh man, it's been so long since I've seen that arc, bro. Hey, but she has a very unique ability, and I really like Matsumoto here at 8. You can't put all the hype characters in day 1, and for some of those who think all the hype characters going to be day 1, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So Matsumoto, I feel like this is a more realistic choice here. Number 9, we've seen a good bit of Tozen. Tozen is right here in the perfect spot. At 9, I see Tozen making this roster day 1. We've seen his Bankai. He used it on Kenpachi and it didn't end well. Let's just say that. But Tozen, I think Tozen can have a nice little moveset in this game. I think this is a perfect spot. We've seen enough of him. And to be honest, if he doesn't make it day 1, I would kind of be shocked. I really would. We've seen enough. We've seen enough of Tozen. I think Tozen should be in the game. I really think that is a perfect spot. Number 9 is a perfect spot for Tozen. So yeah. Let's keep going. With number 10, my final character. This is a troll character. I went with Ganju. Yes, there's nothing else to say. That's literally what I went for. There's going to be that one troll character. And if we're going to have a Hercule, we're going to have a Ganju. So we're going to go with Ganju here. With that being said, that's going to conclude my prediction list here. In my honest opinion, I don't think it's good. I had a really hard time putting this together. Like I said, it took me a couple of days to get this together. Yeah, I don't like it, but I feel like it's realistic. So you guys let me know your top 10 in the comment section down below. If you have some honorable mentions, make sure to mention that as well. I would like to discuss this with you guys in the comment section. And with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys for watching. It is your boy Asafumas, and I'll see you on the next one.